This happened about 3 to 4 years ago with my uncle. I'll tell it the way he described it. It was around 1 a.m. He was about to close his shop when suddenly his phone rang. It was his friend Shaheen calling. My uncle thought, why is he calling this late? Must be something serious. When he picked up, Shaheen gave him sad news. His uncle had just passed away. The funeral would be held in the morning, and they needed to inform the mosques so that the imams could announce it after the Fajr prayer. Shaheen asked if my uncle could come with him, and he agreed without hesitation. Within half an hour, my uncle reached Shaheen's house. Together they went out, visiting different mosques to pass the message. By then it was around 3 or 3:30 a.m. To get to another mosque, they had to pass through a slum-like area filled with sweepers' quarters. The place was filthy and eerie, with dim streetlights here and there. While walking, my uncle suddenly felt as if someone was watching them from the shadows. Later, Shaheen admitted he had felt the same. To shake off the uneasiness, they started talking while walking. As they turned a corner, they saw a bald boy, maybe 10 or 12 years old, standing in the middle of the road. Both were surprised. What is such a small kid doing out here at this hour? They thought my uncle asked, "Hey kid, where's your house? Why are you here so late?" The boy said nothing, just lowered his head and began walking slowly. Then, he did something unbelievable. He walked straight to the roadside drain and slipped right into it, disappearing completely. My uncle and Shaheen rushed over and peered inside, but there was nothing, no sign of him at all. The drain was far too narrow for any child to crawl into. They had seen everything clearly under the streetlight, but it felt unreal, like they had been tricked. They decided to ignore it and keep moving, but the strange feeling didn't go away. A little further ahead, my uncle happened to look up at a streetlight pole and his heart nearly stopped. Hanging from the pole was the same boy's dead body. Shaheen saw it too. All he said was, "Run," and they both ran as fast as they could. After a while, thinking they were safe, they stopped to catch their breath. But suddenly, Shaheen screamed. He pointed upward. My uncle looked and there it was, again. The same pole, the same hanging body. It was as if they hadn't escaped at all, but were trapped in the same spot. Just then, they heard a heavy thud. My uncle turned and saw Shaheen collapse on the ground. Before he could help him, a chilling laughter echoed in the air. He looked back at the pole, but this time, there was no body. Instead, the boy stood beneath the pole, laughing hysterically. Suddenly, he grabbed his own head and ripped it off. Blood sprayed everywhere under the light. The severed head kept laughing while the headless body started moving toward them, carrying the head in its hands. Terrified beyond control, my uncle fainted while reciting Allah's name. When he regained consciousness, it was morning, and he was lying inside a mosque. People told him that worshippers had found both him and Shaheen unconscious on the road at Fajr time and brought them in. It turned out to be the same mosque they had been heading to. When they told the imam what had happened, he explained that it was an evil spirit, one that misleads travelers at night, frightens them, and sometimes causes harm. He warned them never to wander outside so late again. My uncle has followed that advice ever since.